gal. Mandolin here. Been a while, huh? Thought I'd share the nature with you. That's a pond back there. Of course, it's covered right now in algae. We've had some crazy weather, not knowing what's going to happen with the weather from day to day. And it's kind of been like what's going on with the energies, people not sure which direction to take. I've been talking to a lot of people that feel like they need to save somebody, that they need to be there for a person's awakening or growth to happen. Number one, you can't save another person. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. The work to be done is theirs. You can support them, you can encourage them, but you can't save them. And what on earth makes you think that they need to be saved? You could be doing more harm than good. While you're standing there trying to keep them from feeling any kind of discomfort or pain or struggle, you're actually stopping, suspending their growth. Because sometimes they have to come to a point where there's nothing left before they can start the work that they need to do in earnest in order to rise above whatever situation that they're in. Chewy's under my feet. Pardon me, you guys. He has to be the center of attention. Another thing coming about, when you have to walk away from somebody, it can be really tough. But you walk away from them so that they can grow and so that you can grow too. That brings me to the subject of reconciliations. Reconciliations are beautiful, and that's happening now as well. I had to go through a period where I had to walk away from somebody, and they walked away from me. And now that we have begun speaking again, we're finding how much growth we both went through during that period, and we're so grateful for it. There was never a point where we stopped loving each other. There was never a point where we didn't think about the other person necessarily, even if it was a thought of how much it hurt to be in separation from them. But we realize now what that growth is all about. We can look and pinpoint exactly where the growth happened and what it means to us now. We have the new moon in Aquarius. Chewy's chasing bugs. I wish you guys could meet him. So we have the new moon in Aquarius. I believe it's today. I'm not the astrologer. That would be the peace dealer, Mike. Awesome. I got a report from him, and I can't tell you guys, his integrity is intact. Of course, at the end of the day, we have to eat, but you don't just get a report from him. Trust me, you get his energy. You totally get it. And if you can go and get a report or a reading from him, he's been putting up sales specials lately. It's a good time to do it, and I can tell you with all integrity and all authenticity that yes, he's the real deal. You don't just get the reading, you get a connection of energy. He's had a little scheduling issue. He's usually using a new scheduling module. Be patient. Everything happens in design time. Not design time. Time is an illusion. But divine design. And you can tell people Mandolin said that. I've also been hearing about a lot of people leaving. It's their time. It's their journey. And of course, that brings us to the subject of loss, of grieving, of depression. Please know that because their energy has left their body, that does not mean that their energy has left your awareness. Every single time you have a memory or you feel the love, that means that they're still in your life, that they're still a part of your experience. So instead of attaching yourself to a vessel that is no more because you missed that loved one, take those blocks down. Let them go. Those things are keeping you from feeling that person right here. A lot of people have to grow old to feel like they've lost everybody that was important to them. I've lost, no, I have not lost them. I have watched so many transition, so many that made my daily existence even possible, that made me want to stay here. And even though their bodies aren't here, I've now unlocked that grief to the point where I can feel them. They do come to me, and I see their hand in my daily experience. It's there, but you have to allow yourself to see it. These things don't happen by chance. It's part of the plan. And what I say to you is experience the gratitude for the love. People are going through and cleaning out like old things, doing the spring cleaning type thing. There's that going on too. Well, I didn't have to do that. That was done in one fell swoop for me as far as the material things. But what I found was all of those precious things that I thought I lost, I didn't lose them. I knew where they were at. They were at the bottom of the creek in the charred remains of my boat. But what that taught me is that those things were not the source of the love that I felt. Those things were a gift of love. And the fact that I can remember those things tells me that the energy attached to it is what is important. Even though they were destroyed, the energy attached did not stop. I had to learn that lesson in a tough way. And what I'm saying to you is go ahead and learn that lesson. Go ahead and learn that lesson so you don't have to go through something like I did. Another interesting thing coming up. I'll bet there's a whole lot of you out there either seeing energy or experiencing some kind of psychic or quantum awareness. Isn't it fun? It can be a little unsettling at times. But when you open yourself up to what's really happening and you let the beauty come in and you receive it clearly, it really does accelerate your growth because you've locked into that quantum energy. I do QHHT sessions, and I have in that way formed a link to the energy that was Dolores Cannon here. And by acknowledging that in itself, I opened myself up to a lot of quantum knowledge and wisdom. So I know that it's possible if you're feeling these things, if you're experiencing these things, feel into it, embrace it, and believe it. One of my very first session, what my subconscious kept saying was that she just doesn't believe in herself. She needs to believe in herself over and over and over. She just doesn't believe. I'm breaking out of that. I'm breaking out of that enough to trust that I can come to somebody and say, yes, I can communicate. If your energy is open to it, let's do this. Let's see what I can feel into the energies and bring up to you. I don't want to deceive anybody. My intent is just for all of this hate, all of this anger, all of the suffering to stop. You don't get to choose for somebody else. The biggest no no is stepping on free will. So remember that when you do see somebody else and it's your opinion that oh no, no, they're going about it all wrong. You don't know that. Back up. Back up. If they're not harming you, back up. Leave them alone. And we need to stop trying to classify ourselves and others. When you do that, you limit yourself first because you've got a closed mind. And then you also limit that other person in your experience. So I'm not going to rattle on. I'm going to say happy new moon. This is time to manifest. What do you want? What do you want that is in alignment for the greater good with the best intent, with the highest energies? It could be something for you. It could be something for humanity, for creation. But your intent is very important. Take the time to say thank you, because every single moment has to be the only moment. Because if it's not, then you spend your time missing that moment and trying to create something that's not even here and may never materialize in front of you. You can do this. You can grow. You can be happy. You can find the magic and even find a reason to keep going. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off and say thank you ever so much for sending me love. RJ, stay safe because I know you're going to watch this. Keep sharing those wonderful experiences. And I don't know if she will see this, but to Lily, I say thank you so much for the smiles and laughters that you've brought into my awareness to somebody very special to me. And because of what I've seen you putting out for another person that's always given to everybody else, know that what you send out is what comes back. Just love with a pure heart. That's all you have to do. And things will start looking up. So, happy new moon, everybody. I'm going to get out of the teary mode here. And just remember to just breathe in the love and breathe out the gratitude. It's all there for you. And until next time, just hang in there. We're doing this. There are beautiful things to experience. Much love.